voted for Pat Casey.
Pat Casey.
Pat Casey.
I voted for Pat Casey.
I voted for Pat Casey.
So I voted for Pat Casey.
I voted for Pat.
I voted for Pat.
2023 Nora Cup Transition Rider of the Year, Pat Casey.
The devil on my side, a nice duration.
So many reasons why I voted for this dude. Creativity, persistence, and heart. He had this really cool power of presence and just being in the moment wherever he went.
There's been a constant progression throughout his entire career, and no one else deserves it as much as he does.
Always doing the most insane stuff. Such an inspiration, and he absolutely kills everything that he rides.
He was the greatest to ever do it. He made it look amazing, and that, for me, was why I voted for him.
Another thing to show that he well deserved and his legacy is he keep going. So.
Man, you deserve it as a rider and as a human being, as a dad, as a friend.
I see Pat riding the mega ramp. I see him riding mini ramps, bush jumps, everything, you name it. Fakey tricks, he has it, and he's always inspired me, and this year he definitely stood out.
I've watched Pat Casey and his level of pushing transition riding in like a stylistic way is pretty mind-blowing. He left a major impact in BMX, and just the pushing the progression of BMX in general, I think is super awesome, and he's well deserved to take that award.
Although there are hundreds of talented riders today, they all look the same. They ride pretty similar. And Pat was somebody that can look at a transition and figure out how to get something extra out of it.
Never met Pat. I never got to see him ride in person. I've just seen him ride through videos and on social media and whatnot. But again, it was, I think, solely because of the influence that he had and the reach that he had with a lot of riders that I know personally. So that's why I think he deserved that.
I also think with Pat, a big part of him getting my vote was just kind of seeing the impact he had and just the community he was fostering with his yard. Like the diversity of riders I would see pop up on my Instagram riding Pat's yard and just kind of like hanging out, having a session together. Like that just, to me, it's like such a cool example of why BMX is so awesome.
It was just him riding his bike, having fun on it, and that to me was just the biggest inspiration ever, because that's what it's all about. It's just having fun on your bike and thoroughly enjoying every single day of your life. And I feel like Pat was the guy that literally did that better than anybody else.
He created so much stuff that like people don't even know how influential he is yet, and I think we will in the next few years. But I think because so much footage of Pat was circulated following his death, I think we all got to see how much of a truly influential transition rider he really was, and I hope that his family is proud of him for this accomplishment, because he is a true badass and always will be.
I think it's pretty obvious that Pat has been pushing the sport for way too long, and this year alone, he's definitely done some wild stuff. Also so grateful that his family is invited to be able to be a part of all this, and congratulations to the Casey family. All of you guys rule.
His style of transition riding was a lot different than most people's. The way he did his fakie stuff, and it just went bigger and beyond what most people were doing. And his overall general attitude and the way he treated people was so special, and he was such a nice guy. And I just want to say a huge congrats to his family, and this cements him as one of the best ever.
When it comes to transition, Pat rode it all. You know, he could ride dirt, he could ride park, he could ride the mega ramp, he could hang at Nitro Circus, he'd even ride transition in the streets. I think he brought his own style to riding everything he rode. Even Nitro Circus, he came on and he did tricks that I didn't even think of, no one would think of, and he would just come out there and blast it. It's kind of crazy to think, you know, he's such a stylish rider, but then to see him at Nitro Circus unlocking these new tricks, doing double backflip bar spins, and then at his house doing like fakey tricks that are unbelievably hard. I don't think they get as much respect as they deserve.
He literally just blew everyone's minds every time he touched his bike, because he would do such outrageous stuff that was imaginative and just so different and unique. BMX lost a real one this year, and it's a really hard pill to swallow, but it's also very bittersweet that we can award him with the Nora Cup this year, because he 100% deserved it. From the riding that he was doing in his off time and filming to like the contest scene, Pat was literally destroying everything, and 100% Pat deserved the Nora Cup.
There's tricks that he's done that I don't think we'll see again for many, many years to come. So this year it was a heartfelt one, but also one where it just made sense that he was my 2023 Ramp Rider of the Year vote. Pat Casey forever.
I was hoping that other people would think the same way that I was thinking, and let this be a good lasting memory for his close friends and his family and his children, so that they could all realize just how much he meant to the BMX world. His style is going to be missed. The tricks that he was doing are going to be missed, because it was truly one of a kind, and there was a lot of exclusive tricks that were just Pat Casey that I don't think we're ever going to see again. And hopefully his family cherishes this award and celebrates this and celebrates his life, and let this Nora Cup stand as a tribute to the legacy that he's left behind.
Well deserved. Pat forever.
Pat Casey, you're the man.
Much love to Pat, much love to the Casey family. Well deserved, amazing rider.
Love you, Pat.
Miss you, bud.
And the winner of the 2023 Nora Cup Transition Rider of the Year is Pat Casey.
Too much or else I'll cry, but this is Pat's first ever Nora Cup award. I wish he was physically here to see it, but I know that he is here in all of us and in every single one of you. Thank you all so much. Thank you, everyone. And thanks to Pat's sponsors and everyone who believes in him. And thank you to our BMX family who has accepted us. Like, we love you guys. 1, 2, 3. Pat Casey forever!
Ladies and gentlemen, your Transition Rider of the Year, Pat Casey!